Hey, it's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. Today's video we're going to be testing out tires. You'll see behind me we got three BXs lined up. We got the new R14s as well as the industrial and the turf. We're going to be putting it through its paces on three separate tests. We have the hard packed here. After that, then we're going to go take it on some wet grass, and then finally we're going to test it out on the sand. And how we're going to measure it is we got the load cell here, so it's going to give us some numbers to see when they break loose and see which one has the best traction in comparing all three sets of tires. So let's jump right to it. So starting off here first, we're on the pavement as you can see. First, number one we're going to do is the industrial tires, see whenever it breaks loose. Then we're going to, because we're already hooked up to it, do the turf tires, and then lastly we'll hook up the R14s and see which one works the best on this pavement here, and then we'll have all three numbers to compare and do a final conclusion at that. Gotta get something heavier. Hey, back up so I can unhook. I didn't think that was going to happen. So rev up, wide open. Roughly 195. That's good. Roughly 205. So you can see right off the top we had to bring in the big guns with the Manitou there to keep everything stationary as well the industrial tire one was able to pull the turf tire with the park brake on the BX23Ss. So, but after that, results wise, right off the bat, you'll see that the industrial was up to 215 pounds. So 215 on the industrial, 205 on the turf, and then down to 195 on the R14s for right off the top for traction wise on the hard pack. So now we're going to skip to doing it in grass, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so it should be still a little bit damp with the dew. You can see from being on the turf here, or muddy kind of soft conditions, what the results were is the turf was obviously the best, roughly 175 pounds, where the other two were roughly 100. And you also see in the way it dug in, right? Turf starts spinning without digging, whereas the other two, whether it be the R14s here or the industrial, will start digging, trying to paddle its way through and digging a deeper hole on you. So that's kind of the results on there. Now let's skip over seeing what the results are for the sand. Okay, wide open. So that kind of shows you what it's like in sandy conditions with the three tires. Again, as you saw, the industrial did the best at 150, whereas the other two were roughly 130 pulling pounds on that. So, and again, as you can see, the tear up here is all three of them wanted to paddle themselves right down to their axles and bury themselves as quickly as they could once they lost traction there. So yeah, it kind of shows you the results of what it's like in the sand. So that brings the end of today's video. Again, it was 3 quick tests for the tires to kind of see which one would do the best, and the results speak for themselves. Again, as you would imagine, turf does the best on turf, and your other tires, like the industrial, does best in muddy, or did the best on the hard packed as well as muddy conditions. The kind of surprising one of all is the R14, kind of falling in line with being kind of run-of-the-mill. Didn't specialize in any of the 3 tests we did today. So again, each tire has its strengths and weaknesses, as you'd kind of imagine whenever you're talking to your local dealership, and the salesman, he'll kind of break down which one may or may not be the best for you. After that, again, it's not 100% scientific, you know, we're just out here kind of messing around, seeing which one might or may not work for you. So again, just be mindful of that. It's not 100% accurate, it's just it gives you an overall idea of what these tires will do. So if you did enjoy today's video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. Thank you.